Hey Rockets, we are back with Zane and the Hurricane. Back with Zane and the Hurricane. Hope you have your organizers out because remember, this week I'm asking for a picture and I want to make sure you're keeping up with us. I have added a new setting. I put down the apartment. Remember they went to Mr. True's friend's apartment? That's where they found a place that they could kind of get in that wasn't submerged. Say that word. Submerged below the water. So that's a new setting that we have there. We don't have any new characters, and I don't think we need to add any new events just yet. Shout out to Jaden Sykes. When he watches the videos in the comments, he answered 2 questions today. Yay, Jaden. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Hopefully I can get more people to answer some of the questions that I asked in the comment section as they listen to me read. It's okay to pause and comment and then pick back up. Now, when we last left off, Mr. True and Malvina and Zane and Bandit were at the apartment where they had broken into so that they could have a warm place, a dry place and warm place to get some food and to kind of rest. And as they were getting settled in, they heard some gunshots. And that's where we stopped. Chapter 14. In the dark of the world. Malvina, Mr. True says, blow out that candle. I wonder why he's telling her to blow out the candle. Because when we were reading yesterday, he told her to find the candles. But now he's saying blow them out. Blow them out. I wonder why. Type in the comments. We sit in the dark and wait until the next gunshot makes us jump. Sound like some distance away, he says softly. Likely young men showing off or letting folks know they there. Nothing to worry us none, but no reason to advertise, so we keep that candle out. After a while, the shooting stops and things get quiet. I creep up to a window to have a look outside. Only thing I can make out is something burning in the distance. Orange flames rolling like a thing alive. Doesn't seem right that a house half submerged in the water can burn. But burn it does, and nobody to stop it. No fire department, Mr. True points out. No police. How come, I ask? Where's everybody? He shrugs his shoulders. They evacuated with the rest of us, or don't care to enter this particular neighborhood, or ain't got nobody here yet, or maybe all 3, boy. Whatever the reason, we on our own, and that's the truth. Nobody look out for us but us. You look out for us, True, says Malvina, who hasn't moved from the kitchen table. He nods very seriously. Do my best, darling, he says. We sit in the heat of the night, the 3 of us, watching the fire light up the dark horizon. The house burns like a flaming wooden match dipped into a glass of oily black water. Well, I love that description. When at last the fire goes out, the dark of the world comes upon us. There are no stars in the sky, at least none I can see. No street lights, no house lights, nothing but black night and the faint sound of the flood lapping at the steps like it wants to come in to get us. Bandy has hunkered down in my lap. He whines a little now and then, but mostly he's being good, as if he understands that he shouldn't be making any trouble at a time like this. Long day, Mr. True says. Best rest while we got the chance. Malvina, she won't go up on the bed and in the window because she's afraid of the gunshots. So we drag the mattress to the closet floor. She crawls into it, one skinny arm curled over her head, and falls asleep almost right away. We leave the bedroom door open. She insisted on that, and retreat quietly into the living room. Mr. True settles into a big stuffed chair, stretching out his legs. I might sit up for a spell, he says, glancing at the door. You take the sofa. We can take turns, I offer. You stand watch and then I'll relieve you, just like they do in the army. I wonder why Mr. True wants the children to sleep, but instead of him sleeping, he says, I'm going to stay up and keep watch. What does he mean by that? Type it in the comments. He chuckles. No need, he says. Get you some rest. Bandit curls next to me on the sofa. Good boy, I whisper, scratching his ears. We're going to be okay. We're going to be just fine. It feels good saying so, but I'm not sure that deep down inside, I really believe it. Bandit drops off, running in his sleep. I'm exhausted, but I can't sleep. No way, not with the air so hot and muggy and all the thoughts racing through my head like crazy pinballs. Me and Grammy and the pastor and the hurricane and Mom on the phone sounding so far away. And me following this little dog that keeps disappearing underneath cars that my father and his brother find like Superman, and dark clouds chasing our canoe, clouds we can't get away from, clouds that want to swallow us up, clouds with gunshots in them, popping like sparks of lightning. I wake up with Bandit licking my face and the faint light of dawn slanting through the curtains. What time of day is it now? Nighttime, evening time, morning time. I'll read it again. I wake up with Bandit licking my face and the faint light of dawn slanting through the curtain. Type it in the comments. Chapter 15, Snake City. After breakfast, saltine crackers and peanut butter, we load some bottled water and canned goods into the canoe. Where we go if everything underwater? Malvina wants to know. Maybe we stay and wait on your friend. Ain't a safe place around here, Mr. True says, looking warily out where the guns were shooting last night. We got to find us some dry ground. Leastways get us a working phone. Then maybe I'll try and call my cousin Belinda. She got a place over in Algiers. Might it be was above the flood? Might be. Might be, Malvina says, making a face. Huh? Mr. True gives her a look. This a might be world we living in, darling. That's just the way it be. Sorry, says Malvina, looking apologetic. You right, True. Nah, I mean to say you might be right, True. Then she gives him a big triumphant grin. He snorts and shakes his head. I ain't never win with you, darling. I got the music, but you got the words, no doubt. I'm not sure what they're talking about exactly, but they both seem pleased with each other. And after an hour after dawn, we paddle into the thin daylight into the muggy heat, knowing it will get hotter as the sun rises. Flood levels look about the same, with one-story houses showing only their roofs above the water. The water itself glistens, filthy and clotted with the things it has carried away. Crows complain from the crooks of half-drowned trees. Small white seagulls swoop just above the water, fighting over scraps of food. Out at the blurry edge where the sky meets the water, smoke rises in black billows as if the water itself is burning. Suddenly, a hot breeze wrinkles the flood waters, followed by the rush of an orange helicopter charging sideways through the sky. Coast Guard! Mr. True shouts in approval. Somebody finally show up! I'm going to stop back there. The Coast Guard. They're part of the military, one of the branches of the military. Oh my. Mr. True says somebody finally shows up. Are they really there to help them? Are they going to see them? Are they ready to save them? Make a prediction. Put your prediction in the comments. Till tomorrow, Rockets.